First I go with
So does this mean I've been summoned across the universe to another world? I want you to tell me what your name is.
My name is Amelia. Only Amelia.
My name is Subaru Natsuki. I'm the spirit user who took down the ruthless Archbishop of Sloth.
Game!
塔に近づいてきたみたいだ。待て、何かおかしい。
A time leap. And each time, I return to my initial state. I'll call it Return by Death. I have an ability. I can use Return by Death to... What was that about? Usually...
Why are you tormenting me like this? I don't know how you ended up here.
Seriously, what the hell is your problem? What is it you want from me anyway?
For so very long now, I've been deeply in love with you.
Maybe you want to hear about Carmilla, the Witch of Lust, who granted emotions to non-humans in an attempt to fill the world with love. Or about Minerva, the Witch of Wrath, who struck people to heal them as she lamented the state of her war-torn world. Perhaps you're more curious about Sekhmet, the Witch of Sloth, who drove a dragon past the Great Waterfall just for a chance to rest. Or Echidna, the Witch of Greed, whose thirst for knowledge led her to do things she regrets, even in death. But of course, the price of knowing everything knows no bounds. Or there's the Witch of Envy, who killed all the other witches and used them as sustenance while making the whole world her enemy. She is the most detestable of them all.
A scary witch, a truly terrifying witch. To speak her name would chill you to the bone.
You get it? You're the one who made me like this in the first place! All the pain, all the torment, everything! It only happens to me!
Overcome those feelings and treasure yourself more.
Are you serious? You're the one who gave me the ability to return by death!
I love you. That's why. I love you so much. I hope you know that.
Please, stop it.
And the reason I love you is because you gave me everything. Did you see? That's why.
Stop it!
Huh? What?
The dragon has 3 heads. One to be a murderer who will unleash death. One to be a monarch whose crown will weigh heavy. And one to be mad whose ideas will change history.
It's just like seeing her for the first time.
Firstly, though this is unrelated, there exists a phrase, murder becomes a habit. The meaning of this phrase doesn't refer to a person who has killed a human being then suddenly wakes up with a preference for murdering people, who then repeats the crime to satisfy their cravings. It refers to someone who solved their problem once by murder. For them, whenever another problem arises, they will think about trying to break through the problem through murder again. By the time they start to consider that murder is not one of those options, the utmost important thing would have already changed. The truth is, even if there was a single murderer who didn't commit a crime by his own will, even if he dislikes that, even if you see a glimpse of the memory of the one who had been harmed by such an action, that habit does not go away. That habit certainly never disappears.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See?
やってみてほしい。
それじゃあ、いただきます。お前、化け物。
Understand the emotion of returning when she lacked that singular trait that Subaru has, the power to stand back up. She tried and tried and tried experiencing people's lives, but nothing was clicking. It's over. She loses.
Oh my, bakemono.
Very Shala, who had utterly destroyed the centaur creature, was stiff with fear?
Gave us forgiveness ahead of a fool that has reached the heavenly sword. Hey, switch up with me, you prick! Get to—
Why did you disappear? Why did you vanish away? You disappeared. It caused so many hardships. That was a total miss on my part. I entered with the intention of finding a way to capture Reed. Then, through the series of events, it was all great till I found out Reed's book. But Reed's book turned out to be empty. Then I was put in the same bowl as... The rest is... you probably get it without even me having to say it. Don't depreciate yourself like that. Would be difficult even if I tell you so, huh? After all, you are me. Natsuki Subaru is a weak, petty, irredeemable huge idiot. That's not wrong. But you are an amazing guy, Natsuki Subaru.
It reminds him that the weak-willed must die, the frail must die, and the cowardly must die. He gives him his full title, the 77th Emperor of the Sacred Vollachia Empire, causing Subaru's mind to go blank. How is it in the middle of this jungle he gets stuck with an emperor?
誘拐された女子だ。殺せばいいんだ。全員に共通することだ。お前俺に悪いと思ってんだよな。
baby crying. I'll make them stop. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go sleep, little pig. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Go get time for you.
Are the same as me. I will not give you time.
Wait, why did you just look at me like...
Is something wrong? Something is off about this guy, but I can't prove it. Is something on my face?
He resets again, grabbing his shoulders and trembling. Even if his body did not remember, his soul recalled. First, instant death, second, beheading, and third, ran over. Despite return by death triggering thrice, Subaru had obtained no further information other than the fact that an enemy existed.
But I knew I couldn't let the Wraiths retreat, not even one. In Agrona's hands, information was a weapon. I couldn't give him that. I couldn't let them escape to report on my abilities. They all had to die.
Subaru hesitant with words while confronted by Todd. Fear was ingrained in him. He couldn't muster up the courage to say a single thing. Something is off about you. Before Subaru knew it, his eyes blinked and he had returned by death. Why are you looking at me funny? I don't like it. Todd's suspicion. No. His instinct was a threat to Subaru's existence.
What do you mean by resent? It's not resentment. You kill a poisonous snake not because you resent it, but because you fear it. For that, you use anything at your disposal to kill it. There was no lie in Todd's response or attitude, as he looked down at Subaru with a smile. You are the same as me. I will not give you time. Subaru searches for the correct words. With return by death, he would find a through line behind various events, but right here, right now, nothing works. He calls out, begging Todd to wait. I will not wait, he replies.
I'll just kill you. And if you're ever reborn again as a new curse, I'll kill you then too. Change your name and appearance, I'll still kill you again and again.
Priscilla was born as Prisca Benedict in the Vollachian Empire, the daughter of Emperor Drizzen Vollachia and Sandra Benedict. Her path to power was abruptly halted when her trusted ally, Arachia, betrayed her out of fear for her own life. In a scheme orchestrated by Vincent Vollachia, Prisca's death was staged, forcing her to vanish and take on a new identity. Serena Dracroy, an influential noble, dispatched agents to locate her. Priscilla was eventually found and brought to Serena's estate. From there, plans were made to smuggle her out of the Empire. With Serena's help, Priscilla escaped to the kingdom of Lugunica, where she began a new chapter of her life, free from the shadows of her past.
Subaru experiences a rapid sequence of deaths, each lasting about 10 seconds before being revived. This is a particularly intense phase of his return by death ability. The pain and red vision, where he dies repeatedly, each time losing track of the exact number of loops, that they prevent him from thinking clearly.
It's my win! I caught you! This game's my win! Omar's sand, you're the sand, you both lost to me. That's why it's my win.
Found you.
Can't we win?
Hey. Hey, you. What are you doing in a place like this? Todd. How do you know my name? You don't seem familiar. I never forget a face when I see it. Hey, you smell similar to a terrifying guy
While glaring at him, he felt tears welling up from the overwhelming frustration.
Up until now, you haven't done anything. You haven't killed anyone. I could have even forgiven you. Quietly, you've slowly damaged my trust in you.
Listening to Subaru's screams, drawing a knife in place of the axe he had released, Todd readied himself.
As the strongest existence, Natsuki Subaru would trample upon the Vollachian Empire.
4 major disasters explained. The 4 major disasters are 4 different incidents in each of the 4 great nations, which are said to lead the world to destruction. These disasters include the kingdom of Lugunica's witch or witches, the Kararagi city-state's night weeping, the holy kingdom of Gusteko's collapse, and the sacred Vollachia Empire's great disaster. The great disaster is a disaster foretold to bring ruin that not even the light of the sun can reach to Vollachia. According to Ubilk, the great disaster is an inevitability that cannot be prevented, and it must only begin with the death of Vincent Vollachia.
Is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
The dragon has 3 heads. One to be a murderer who will unleash death. One to be a monarch whose crown will weigh heavy. And one to be mad whose ideas will change history.
Final act of Chisha Gold, who had taken Vincent Vollachia's place on the throne, defied comprehension. Vincent, now calling himself Abel, the prophecy had long foretold of a great disaster that would come with the Emperor's death. Abel. Why? The question, though futile, slipped from his lips.
Chisha, the only one who could answer, was now silent forever. In the past, he had gambled, choosing to die in Vincent's place. And if the prophecy didn't accept his sacrifice, it was nothing more than a meaningless death, a foolish, inefficient end, something Abel despised.
I died for him. I trusted him. I loved him. And me. I'm the damn fool that shot him.
I was prepared for my own death, Vincent confessed, but I wasn't prepared to lose him. I'm sorry, Subaru replied. I didn't know Chisha, but if he died in your place, maybe it's because you gave up, and that made him angry. Vincent blinked. It was a possibility he hadn't considered. Fate wanted to kill you, you accepted it, but Chisha didn't. A moment of understanding passed. Then Vincent, voice formal once again, bowed slightly. Apologies for my rudeness, Knight of the Kingdom. Subaru laughed, biting the fruit. I won't apologize for mine, Emperor of the Empire. And so, for the first time, they took a step forward, together.
His lawless plan traps the main crew in a dead end. Priscilla gets locked in an otherworldly dimension, forced to watch the Empire fall. But come on, does the Sun Princess ever back down? She yanks the Sun Sword from her side, swings it to whip up blazing flames, and burns the entire dimension, along with her own body to cinders. Then she uses the Empire's forbidden Sacrament of the Undying King to rise as a zombie soldier and charge back into the fight. The tide flips instantly. Who'd expect a princess to throw away her life to save the Empire? After Priscilla and the gang take down...
Just as Subaru prepared to throw himself over the edge, a voice called out, stopping him. He ignored it. His decision was final. One more time, he would face the great disaster. But then, the voice persisted. Calm, composed, undeniably clear.
That there were some who would become desperate in their attempts to murder Natsuki Subaru, no matter the cost, doing so with reckless abandon. But none of them understood. Even if that were indeed done, there would be zero meaning to it. If that were to be done, it would be Natsuki Subaru's battlefield. One must never fight against Natsuki Subaru on his battlefield. That was to say, it's starting, teacher, so that I may be myself.
Stand up and fight for your lives! It's just one life a day, and when we kill him, then our journey's over.
Shamak.
The next instant, the world of Natsuki Subaru cut to black. Squatting in place, he picked up the black orb that his toes had halted. Cold and hard to the touch, it felt somewhat like a glass ball, but it was no object so fragile. It would be troubling if it were. This was a jail capable of capturing even a witch.
I understand, bro. No. Natsuki Subaru. I won't kill you.
Using his authority, after 4,061 attempts, he convinced Rosma. After 972 attempts, he convinced the Oni sisters Remy Run. It took 633 attempts to convince Anu and 94 attempts to convince Federico, while Emily took only 5 times. Finally, it took 0 attempts to convince
Within the Pleiades watchtower, Al surprise attacks and seals both Subaru and Beatrice, and then fights and knocks out Garfield and Ezo. During this fight, Al manages to rewrite the mind of Volcanica, the divine dragon himself. After that, Al escapes the watchtower just to run into Reinhard. Al is able to escape from Reinhard. Al has an authority just like Subaru that warps the space and time around him, establishing a domain. When this authority is activated, it will randomly assign the role of aggressor or victim to Al or his opponent in his domain. If Al gets assigned the victim role, whenever he dies, time in his domain will loop back to a certain checkpoint that Al has control over, and he will remember his previous loops, and there's no limit to how many times he can die. On the other hand, if Al is selected as the aggressor, his opponent will remember the previous loops in the domain, while Al will not. The opponent will be trapped in a never-ending loop trying to kill Al, seeming unable to escape till they lose their mind.
He had repeated over and over and over and over and over and over again. A battle that nonetheless did not last longer than 2 minutes on average. Aldebaran had become more proficient. Quit putting on airs, hero. I'll win regardless. Your stars were bad.
Tell him you're... I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something. You're free.
Why are you crying? This is your doing. You said you'd rather feel pain yourself than inflict it on others. You choose to be neutral. But you know what happens when you play both sides? In the end, everybody loses. You saw what happened with your mother.
Why couldn't you just live for me? You had a choice. Why didn't you choose me?
Chance nearing zero can be made into one. You possess the method of turning that one into the very first one, after accumulating numerous defeats. That is why there is nobody who can beat you.
Are you sure?
Yes. So will you accept this mission or not?
You're so cold, I have no idea what's going on in your head right now. Not one little clue. Yet from here, it looks like you're crying.
Everyone happy with you. Feelings are just like me. Stand still, I want you to feel the kind of thing of experience like home. But something right now overflow, sucking in.
After Wilhelm engages in one of the most intense battles with Ye Tenzen, he then goes on to fight against the divine dragon Volcanica, whose mind is taken over by Al. But before the battle can reach its conclusion, Heinkel stabs Wilhelm in the back. While doing this, Heinkel says, "With your way of doing things, I can't get Luana back." The context behind all of this is basically after Priscilla's death, Heinkel makes a deal with Al that in exchange for turning against the world and helping him, Al will give Heinkel some of the divine dragon's blood. Heinkel believes that this blood can cure his wife and Reinhard's mom.
Hello.
Luana Astria was no victim of gluttony. While Heinkel knew the truth of the matter, he had not shared it with anyone else, because he could not afford for any to know the cause of Luana's slumber. That cause was Reinhard.
縛られなくてもいいの。願わくば、剣以外にも出会いがある人生を私のように。理解したいので。
Army against Al, Rom noticed that Al had some kind of special ability, and to figure out what it was, he systematically eliminated every single possibility through employing different strategies with his army. And then he slowly started figuring out that Al actually had the ability to time loop, and most importantly, Al had to set a checkpoint for this looping. With this information, Rom tricked Al into setting his looping checkpoint in a false safe zone, which was about to get obliterated by Volcanico's bomb. This would have caused Al and Rom to die, making Al infinitely loop, but last second Felt jumps in and redirects Volcanico's because she didn't want Rom to die. And Al is only getting started, because next he defeats Rom's army, kidnaps Felt, and goes on to free Roy, one of the Sin Archbishops of Gluttony, and now finally is currently locked in a battle against a furious Amelia.
He always sensed danger before it struck. He found answers no one else could. And because of him, so many lives were saved. If Subaru could truly redo time, then maybe it was time to tell Ram and the others.
This world, she was the one who, before anyone else, gave Natsuki Subaru and Petra Lady, back when Petra was just a village girl, the first proper impression of what it meant to be a man. This fact was drawn back into Petra Lady's memory, as if by gravity.
That guy. I will do everything in my power to get Subaru-kun back.
Let me hear it. A little louder. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they vote. Oh yes, they vote. Oh yes, they vote. Oh yeah.
Everything pisses me off. Nothing goes my way. I'm angry at everyone who doesn't do anything in this situation. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But I like Subaru. That doesn't make sense. He doesn't do anything, does he? But he always does something. And he's trying to do something now, isn't he? It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm going insane. Am I? Oh, this head is useless now. Goodbye. Thinking that a white light shot out from my finger gun. Bang.
So what's the never about it? Put on the all of mine. I touch you never about it. Hiding the tears in my eyes. Boys don't cry.
The sealed one, who was sealed with an absurd power, was dismantled by an equally absurd power by Reinhold. The breath is heard behind Al, and Al is filled with rage. The breath from Emilia was only focused on one person, and that person would never be Aldebaran. Natsuki Subaru, he roared as if vomiting blood. The black-haired boy appeared on one knee, holding a great spirit in his arm, and he said one word, Rem. With that, Al hears the crackling of chains.
Seven deadly sins are a classification of vices in Christian theology that are believed to lead to further immorality. They are pride, the sin of self-worship. It is the root of all downfall. Greed, where nothing is ever enough, and everything, even morality, is for sale.
Full of moments where the story could have easily diverged onto a completely different path, and these moments are indicated by Subaru's ideologies being tested. In the end, Subaru always seems to overcome his mental conflict and eventually becomes an amazing explaining what would have happened if Subaru chose the wrong path.